AZ Preps Live, presented by Brooklyn Betting, 98.7 FM, Arizona's sports station. Here's more with Kevin McCabe.
Oh, the boys are bopping here. We're in the mall. You got the tunes playing. What's better than that? 9:33 on a Saturday morning, and it's just, this is why we live in Arizona. It's just cool. It's nice. And you've got the premier high school sports show in all the land. The Chick-fil-A Road Series here, AZ Preps Live, and we're in Superstition Springs Mall, serving up breakfast at Chick-fil-A. And I see people already scanning the app. If you scan your app, your Chick-fil-A app, Natalie's gone mad. She's the owner here, Natalie Latt. Nat Latt. I mean, I'm sure she's been teased about that enough in her life. You scan your Chick-fil-A app, and you get a 3-count mini for free. She's lost her mind. Come on by. Only at this Superstition Springs Chick-fil-A. Red Mountain Lions are having practice this morning and enjoying it because they're 8-1. And I fell in love with this team about 6 weeks ago. I saw the huddle. I saw the film. They lost a 4-overtime game to a team called Perry that was a contender for the Open. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. This team's pretty good. And quietly they continued to prove me right. I love that. It's about me. And I looked at their schedule. I said they're going to finish 9-1. They belong in the Open. And here they are this morning, 8-1, with a season finale next week. And they're joining us this morning. The Lions, Ben Bray, George Ramirez, Hiram Borum, and Costin Cooley. And I hope I say it right. We'll find out. You'll correct me on the air. Guys, first and foremost, George and Hiram, how are you guys? You guys doing all right this morning?
I'm doing good.
You didn't play last night, so you just chilled, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
You all right this morning?
I'm doing great.
Did we get you up early this morning? I always ask this. If you could have slept in, put that microphone right on that mount there. There you go. We're live radio. If you could have slept in this morning, no film, no school, no weights, no training, no nada. You just chill in the bed all day long, just doing the gram, and, Mom, I need some food or whatever. What time would you have stayed in the bed today?
I probably would have stayed up till like 11 in the bed, and then probably would have got up, watched some film by myself, and then
all right. Got some food, and then just gone back in there and then trolled on the gram and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
That's 3 o'clock's the record we've set, so you're well with it. Hiram, how about you?
Probably the same.
Yeah.
Probably 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah, that's what. And we're in the mall. Are you guys Chick-fil-A guys? Do you eat Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hiram, do you have a go-to on the menu? Do you just standard with the pickles, or what? Do you have something special you go to up there?
The plain spicy chicken sandwich for
That's
sure.
what I'm talking about. How about you, George? Anything?
Every now and then I used to get the chicken strips.
Ooh.
I really like those because it really goes good with the barbecue sauce.
That's what I'm talking about. And we're in the mall now. Are you guys mall guys? Because I asked, my son's a freshman, and he still goes and hangs at the mall with his boys, and they cruise the chicks and all that stuff. Do you guys go to the mall now? You're cool now. You got the. Is there a mall in your game plan at all?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about Georgie.
Every now and then
Yeah.
I go with my friends, and then we go to the mall, just like kill some time there, watch a movie maybe, and then they have a Dave & Buster's over at the Tempe one, so we just kill time there.
All right, let's talk about this football. I loved it. I want to hear the honesty. Hiram, again, I'll ask you as a quarterback too, because this is a dual part question for you.
All right.
You guys, Red Mountain, have kind of flown under the radar. Kind of like the East Valley, they're pretty good, a nice football team. You're a great quarterback. I talked to Coach Gio last night. Oh, he's my guy. And I said, we've got a bunch of great gunslingers. I watched 2 of them last night, Ohio State and Michigan. I saw maybe you didn't get the love you deserved as a team and as a player. Does that fuel you? Do you feel dissed at all? Do you like that maybe you just kind of go out here in the East and finish 9-1? Any of those things?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's always going to drive you to fly under the radar and then prove who we are at the end of the season. It's just going to be an amazing feeling.
That's what I'm talking about. How about you, George? I mean, the team flying under the radar. Or does it bother you? Sometimes you go, wait. Come on now. Come on out to East Mesa. We're all right out here.
It really doesn't bother me all that much because at the end of the day, we're supposed to do our alignment, our assignment, and we're supposed to just fly. We're supposed to fly under the radar. We're not one of those teams that are that big, one of those powerhouses. So
yes,
we're gonna
you are
come in.
though. You're 8. They're talking about you guys in the Open. The dean of high school sports has said, "Hey, keep an eye on Red Mountain." Is there a little fuel? All right, just between you and I. Does it kind of bothers you? You want some love, don't you?
We want to be one of those teams that come in and smack Chandler
I
or
like it.
Pinnacle, one of those teams that come in like that people overlook, that really think like, oh, they're from Mesa, they're not going to do that much. We want to come in and smack them in the mouth.
I love that. This is my guy now. You guys are my guys because I had you guys. All right, I'll be the dumb reporter guy. You could have been perfect, except for a 4 overtime dumb 1 point. Do you look back at a game like that, Hiram, and say, yeah, or did that fuel you too? That hey, we could have, should have beat them, and now we belong.
I definitely like to go back and win that game, but at the same time, I feel like the things it did for our team was just amazing. We came together as a team. We proved that we could come back. We proved that we could do all these things, and it just, at the end of the day, I feel like there were so many pluses to that game.
Yeah,
that it's just gonna do great things for us this season.
All right, and I've held off as long as I could. You're in the open in my book, and we're last week. You were in my book. Having said that, though, you could just tank this week, could take the week off, and you guys could play for a 6A championship. Does that even go into the thinking, or you just play whatever you could play? They're gonna line them up and play.
No, we're just gonna line up and play. We would never.
Do I sound stupid asking that question?
No. So we never want to like go in and tank a game. We just want to go in and get our reps, get our alignment and our assignment all good and crisp away, because going into a game is way different than practice. So we actually line up against someone else, and then actually get to go full speed. So it really like gets that game ready mode. And then obviously we have a lot of two-way players. So we have our backups going in and learning their alignment, assignment, and getting their game speed in. So it really just like helps them grow as a player too.
Well, keep it going. I always try to do this, give you the stage. You're on the radio with the dean of high school sports. Family, making sure things are good. You got clean socks on a Saturday morning, so you can go to the mall. Who's making sure things are good for you at home?
My mom is Sandra Ramirez, and my dad George Ramirez. They're always there for me. Always. When I was a freshman, always taking me to practice early in the morning, always making sure my grades are right, always getting on me, always making sure I have my room clean, my truck's clean, wash my truck, know how to do some parts on my truck, and everything like that. So they really just like help me grow as a player and as a student athlete.
That's cool. I dig that. Well, good stuff. Hiram, by the way, I have to ask you, you're my favorite Hiram I've ever met, and the first one who's ever been on my show. The name, I'm sure you've been asked about it by every teacher. Is Hiram? What's the story behind the name?
It's a family name, and then also my religion too as well.
That's cool. And do you? It's kind of neat, unique. You love it's so unique. We've got Ethel working here at Chick-fil-A, and she's come on now. How is it cool? Is it kind of a badge of honor?
Yeah, I mean, I've only met one other Hiram, so it's just cool being the only one.
And he's the quarterback. Who's making sure things are good for you at home?
My mom, Stacy, and then my dad, Brad.
Right on.
Yeah, I also have 5 siblings, so
that's what I'm talking about.
Family.
I'm glad you gave them some love because they go to those. They have those fold. Oh, we got to go to Hiram's game. Oh, he's got 2, and they're all day long on Saturday. Hey, you cats are cool, and I mean that. I'm a fan. I'm going to let you guys give the headphones off to your teammates here. Hiram Borum here, the outstanding quarterback, and George Ramirez from the Red Mountain Lions. Hand the headphones on. We're going to do this live radio. They're bringing it. They're 8-1. Costin Cooley and Ben Bray. Now we're bringing in the bigs. The big sexies we bring in now. I'm not sure a 3-count mini at Chick-fil-A would work for you guys. I don't think that's like a sample for you guys. Good morning. How are you guys doing? You all right?
Doing good.
You guys have heard all the questions to the test now, and I've got a whole bunch more here. Are you Chick-fil-A guys?
Yeah, I am. I've always kind of grown up eating chicken in general.
I asked this, though, because we've got the mall here. They do have drive-thrus in town. When you go to Chick-fil-A, do you go through the drive-thru and like eat the fries in the car, or do you go in and want to have the big spread and the layout and the dipping sauce and all that stuff?
I'm not really sure. It's just kind of depending on my mood.
You're a lineman. Whatever the food is, let's eat it.
I just eat it.
And Costin Cooley, am I saying it right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good, because I just see what I typed down here. I asked, and are you guys mall guys? You guys you cruise the chicks, the mall?
I've been here once or twice, but it's not really
any
like
mall. Any mall. You just go, no? Ben?
Not really.
I mean, I'm here kind of for the movies if there's a movie theater.
That's what I'm talking about.
So.
There you go. All right. Well, good to see you guys this morning. And would you have slept in this morning if you could? Nope. And I try to put this, like, January, when there's not any football, there's nothing. You can sleep in on a Saturday morning. What time would you roll out of bed, Ben?
9:30.
Okay. Can you come over to my house and wake up my kids? They're in bed all day.
Okay.
All right. I asked these guys about flying under the radar. Do you like that, or do you feel dissed a little bit that maybe you don't get the love you deserve, or you just kind of live your own life out here in Mesa? What's the mindset of this football team?
Well, I think it really gives our team the motivation to be a team that's not flying under the radar anymore and that gets the recognition that they deserve. But it's not something that, I'm really disappointed with. It's just kind of like our motivation to do our thing and prove who we are.
And I guess that's Ben Bray, the outstanding lineman here. It's Chandler, Perry, Hamilton, Pinnacle, Centennial, SAG. You very seldom get mentioned in this conversation. I've been mentioning it. Does that bother you a little bit? Does it fuel you?
It does fuel me, in a way. I think Red Mountain plays better as an underdog.
Yeah.
And going into that mindset, in the Open A or whatever division it is, being that underdog is going to be for the better. Being a top, 1 or 2 seed in 6A is kind of been, we have a little inflated sense of pride. But we're checking that, and practice kind of flattens that out.
You've talked about it there, the Open or being 6A. Mm-hmm. Do you guys talk about it? Is it understood, or where you want to be, or do you have no control over it other than going out and winning? Do you talk about you could conceivably play for a 6A state championship because the Chandlers, the Perrys, the Pinnacles, they will most likely not be there. Or you can go to the Open and you may only get one play. You get 1 or 2 players. Do you talk about it? You think about it, or you just go play?
For me, I just go play. Honestly, most of the
I'm
reporters,
making more of this than reporters, dummies like me, asking questions like that.
And most of the reporters come up and say, "Oh, what are your thoughts?" And I'm like, I don't really know. Just play the game of football.
It's football. How about you, Costin?
Well, I disagree with what Coach Peterson said about. We're just
wait. He's gone now. You disagree with him?
No, I agree.
Oh, you agree?
I agree
God, I thought we had breaking news here. Coach is driving his car going, he's ready to crash his car. You agree with him on what now?
No, just that, we're going to do our thing and we're going to focus on our technique and our effort, and that's just going to take us where it takes us. And wherever we go, we're going to play our hardest and do our best.
When did you know you had a good football team? And I asked Coach this. So was it end of last year, summer passing league? Not you guys aren't involved in a whole lot in passing leagues, but training camp where you get away, or was it during the season?
I think I've always known this senior class will be a great one. We've got a ton of experience with, me and Ben. We also have another one, Jake. We've started on the O-line since sophomore year, so we've had that experience. And I think in this summer we were able to start with more advanced plays just because we've had so much experience. We don't have to start at square one anymore.
Yeah, and you know each other. Give a shout. Who are the rest of those cats? They do that offensive line thing on the TV. Mm-hmm. They go, my guys up front. Who are the rest of those kids? Give them love. You're on the radio with the dean of high school sports.
Gotcha. We have Jake Griffin, who's the right tackle, and he's really up to his game and technique, and he's going to be a great football player. And he is. He's not going to be. He's a good football player. Then we have Carson Foster, who's kind of been a childhood friend for me. I've grown up with him for about 10 years now. And then we have Isaiah Artis, who's the left guard, who's on my side. So he's a good guy as well.
These are good guys. I love family, and because we're getting late here, and they're looking at me. They're taking a break, and I do what I want. Who's the family? Who's making sure that Ben Bray? Who's making sure things are good for you?
Yeah, my dad, Russ Bray. He's also a teacher at Red Mountain, so it's kind of family ties there.
How crazy is that?
Mm-hmm.
You get straight A's in his class then? If you
his class, yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
And then my mom, Jody Bray. She's been an awesome force in my life, and she balances everything for me.
All right. I don't know this question. If I'm coming to the house, if Kevin McCabe's coming over, what's Mom making for me? What's your go-to that you say, Mom, that's dope, that's lit, or whatever?
I mean, she makes a pretty mad lasagna. So,
ooh, okay.
Yeah.
A little garlic bread to Mom.
Garlic bread.
Costin, how about you? Not the dinner, but who's making sure things are good for you?
My mom, Shelly, and my dad, Jason.
Right on. Brothers and sisters?
What?
You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Garen, Tatum, Kevin, and Casey.
That's cool. And they dig you being a football star and on the radio and all that?
Oh, yeah, they love it.
Is Mom, what's she cooking for me? I'm coming over. Your favorite thing. And he said, but he's coming over. This is what I, make this. This is my go-to meal.
She's gotten pretty good at grilled chicken.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my favorite thing that she makes.
That or I'll bring the Chick-fil-A. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming by, getting up this morning. Keep it up. You have something special here, and you have an opportunity, and I love it. And I saw it. I watched the Perry tape, and I said, whoa. This is a really good football team and some cool cats, and I dig what you guys are doing. You got a great coach. You got great people. And Red Mountain is, if it wasn't on everybody else's radar, it will be now. You're on my radar. Best of luck to you guys. We got Ben Bray, Costin Cooley, George Ramirez, Hiram Boren, my favorite Hiram, the Red Mountain Mountain Lions. We're going to take a break. We continue on here, the Chick-fil-A Road Series. I'm going to break down some of the games last night and what they mean Is Pinnacle still in the Open? It could Chaparral be in the Open? And you have to say it, in the Open. The Open, coming up. We're going to take a break. Some scores, some numbers, some thoughts from the Dean of High School Sports. And then in the second hour, we'll give some love to Desert Ridge. Don't think anybody wants to play the Jaguars if they're in the 6A playoffs. We'll tell you about that all next on AZ Preps Live, Arizona's #1 high school sports station. #1